So my running journey so far, after being inspired by all the runners that I saw along Torquay seafront, I was like, right, first year I think I moved down here, signed up for Torbay Half Marathon. It's like, brilliant, this is going to get me training, and that's, you know, it's a good target to aim for. In reality, I think this was back in 2012. I did one 6-mile run in preparation for the half marathon, and all I remember about that is running it and just getting to like mile 8 and just being in so much pain. Like, my body had never ran beyond 6 miles, and even then it only did it once. So anyway, finished Torbay half marathon. It was clearly enough to put me off running, because I then didn't run at all again until 2018. So in December of 2017, I was like, I really want a challenge. I could raise money for our local hospice in the process, and so I signed up for a 5k mud obstacle race in March, Torbay half marathon again in June, and then the Eden Project Marathon in October. The idea being that I'd be building the distance, and as I was training, you know, the distances had naturally come. And again, I didn't train, so kind of got away with the 5k mud obstacle race, although it happened to be on the weekend where we had snow in Devon for like, or certainly in our part, for like 20 years, and I was in the first wave that left at 10 o'clock, and once I finished, the whole event got cancelled as someone got airlifted to hospital with hypothermia. So that was a fun event. They were okay, as far as I know, thankfully. Then again for Torbay half marathon June, I think maybe I did a couple of 6-mile runs. That's about it. That turned out to be one of the hottest days of the year, but did that. And then didn't actually do any training for the Eden Project Marathon. So I'd have to go back and double check, but I reckon I did again a 6-mile run and an 8-mile run, and then did what probably a lot of people do if they sign up for a marathon and don't train for it, is they Google, can you run a marathon without any training? And then I started getting inspired by all these blogs of like, yeah, it's mental, it's all mental, it'll be fine. So I was like, well, I'm going to do it. It's for anyone who's done the Eden Project Marathon, it is hilly. And by that, it's like one hill after another. It's relentless. And I managed to run the first 13 miles and then was really struggling. I only just hit the cut-off at the half marathon, and the woman was like, if you don't start picking up pace, they're going to pull you off the course at the next cut-off, which I think was 15 miles.
No, he's going to...
I was like, I'm good with that. Like, I can't run any quicker. So I just kind of bimbled. I was like, well, they're going to pull me off the course anyway, so that's fine. Got to mile 15. Marshals were like, yep, carry on. Which left me really confused, because I was like, I definitely haven't got quicker. And I was like, well, by this point I'm really struggling. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that there's going to be an aid station at mile 18. I will just withdraw at that point, and I'm sure somebody there will be able to give me a lift back to the Eden Project. And so it was like, from like mile 15 to 18, I was mentally rehearsing the video that I would put out to all the people that sponsored me and go like, oh, I'm really sorry I didn't complete the marathon, but you know, it's the furthest I've ever ran, and I hope that you'll all still like honour your donations. Like really at peace at finishing at mile 18. And I get to mile 18 and there's nothing. It's like there was nobody there from what I can remember. Or there might have been a food station, but it was like, right, carry on. And I was really confused and really struggling at this point. So from like mile 15 I didn't really see another person on the whole route, so I was running along like the roads and the fields like all on my own, didn't see a soul, and I was like, what even is this? I just was so clueless. So get to mile 23 and a family had set up a little aid station outside their house, and I think it was the little boy that came running up to me to give me a drink, and the mum said to the daughter like, oh, you can give it to the next person. And I was like, there's no way there's a next person. I was like, I haven't seen anyone for miles. I was like, I'm so far behind. And she was like, no, if you were the last person, you'd have the cyclist sweeping the course behind you. I was like, oh. I was like, well, by this point I'm 23 miles in of a 26.2 mile event. What choice have I got but to finish the last 3 miles? So I think I was third from last finishing in the end. I was so unprepared. I didn't have any of the kit at that point. I had no racing vest, no drinks with me, I hadn't eaten, my watch wasn't working, I had no concept of time or I've never really talked about having done that, because I never say I've run a marathon, I say I've completed one. But that's it. So evidently that was enough to put me off running again. Didn't do anything else until last June, so June of 2022, when one of my friends said, oh, will you do Tour by 10k with me? So I did that, and then kind of was like, I need to stop messing around at this. Like, if I want to be a runner, I need to go running. There's just no way around it. So I found a challenge in December of 22 called the 1,000 Miles Challenge, and that was to run 1,000 miles in a year. And I broke that down, and it was like just less than 3 miles a day. And I was like, for as much as I'm not going to run every day, that seems a good consistent target to aim for. And here we are, 8 weeks in, with me attempting an ultra marathon. It's just insane. But it has, for the first time ever in my life, made me a consistent runner. So I guess in the back of my mind, I know I've got the sheer grit and determination to get to the end of an event, but it has always been epically painful and horrible. So this year is going to be an experiment to see what can I do if I actually put some effort in? Here we are.